Crossfire was banned by Clasico, Triple V banned of Crash, and the game will be played at none other than Summit. So that's just a match number one, right? A classic map, a huge map in there, but it's not going to be making much of a difference because the squads are going to be moving in unison for those hard points. Search and Destroy, on the other hand, where will we be playing it, buddy?
Hopefully not firing range indeed. But Crossfire and Crash is now banned by a Clasico and VVV Esports. It is standoff here for Search and Destroy. It is actually new for these teams, and let's see if how will they win this in for domination. AJ, what do you think?
It's interesting that Crossfire and Crash got banned there again, and Crossfire will get banned yet again by Clasico, and Standoff this time banned off by Triple V Esports. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the final well, we will be going back to firing range, but at least this time it wasn't a triple firing range back-to-back, right? So it's quite good, but very interesting though. Crossfire, looks like Clasico doesn't want to dance there.
And they're like, we can say that they're like VVV Conquer.
I don't know, man. The magic that they seem to be working at the MSP Major seems to be a different kind altogether, and I seem to be loving it.
I mean, this is day number 3 already. They need to learn the things that they did back in day 1 and day 2. I mean, I really love rooting for the underdogs, to be honest. And hopefully, Clasico Rampage will get this, so it's really up to them. But look at that, 12-0, 17-0, 19-0. Clasico Rampage is really on a rampage right now, AJ. VVV Esports still got no points. And yes, they got 1 point already, but Clasico Rampage is on the loose as well, just trying to annihilate all these players right now. We have Alfari finding someone to kill her, but the 3K coming in, 4K coming in from Clasico Rampage is just digging the grave of VVV Esports right now.
Solid performance in here by Clasico thus far. Triple V doesn't look like they have anything on them, which is super duper surprising, right? That headshot in there as well. But it looks like hard point number 1 mostly conquered by Clasico Rampage. Yes, both the squads, they lose out on about 13 of those points, but it doesn't really matter now, does it? Clasico will be more than happy, and they will go on to take on the second hard point as well, Will.
I mean, this is the thing that Clasico Rampage are really waiting for. This is the day for the underdogs that they can do this. They can annihilate all of these top tier teams as well. For Clasico Rampage right now, look at that. VVV Esports are really stuck in just 1 point. This is 63-1, AJ. This is crazy for VVV Esports.
Yeah, it's just solid work from Clasico right now, man. Triple V Esports, after going in there and, you know, just showing it up to those big squads, right? Just showing it up to all of those crazy fellas. And they come in here and they meet Clasico and they falter. And that's super duper beautiful because me, as a countryman, I want my Malaysian boys to win this, right? But Triple V Esports, this is not their usual performance. So something is wrong here. But we can expect to see a resurgence, shall we say. Triple V Esports, we can't use that for them because RSC has rebranded themselves for now. Clasico Rampage still will be in there though, 68-25, Will.
Alright, so going here back in the game right now, the 73-25. Clasico Rampage still getting all those points against VVV Esports right now. 45 seconds on that hard point. Now, it's really up to VVV now on how will they stop the possible win of Clasico Rampage here. But look at that, Alfari taking down Gion as well. Sees one, Mac is now down. This is Mac, the great wall of Mac, ladies and gentlemen. But Nick Flip says no to the 2 players of Clasico Rampage, but we have all these teams right now. 50 points more for Clasico Rampage before they're gonna win this, and for VVV Esports it's really hard for them to get more points because Clasico Rampage is really all over the map. It's just, this is too much for VVV Esports. This is a big turnaround for them for sure, and let's see on who will get this next hard point. It will be Clasico Rampage most likely, but I think VVV Esports needs to step up. They need to get more points, and yes, that is the thing that they've been waiting for. This is VVV Esports really doing this really slowly though, getting this hard point now. 34 points against 107. Slowly and surely, VVV Esports really racking up all these points right now. But Andy here from up top sees one. Gion is now down. Crims there with a spray. But will it connect? Though I think it will not, and that is a deny coming in from MIB. But we have KLASIKO Rampage getting this point again, ladies and gentlemen. 111, 112, 113. VVV Esports is really stuck here in this coffin though. VVV, I have no idea what is happening to them. This is Mac and HXS really doing the job here with the 2K coming in from him. Andy here doing a job well done, but Mac denying him as well. 126 versus 56 now. KLASIKO Rampage, this is the point that their gameplay is really that slow, but Crims with a 3K, with the 4K, just annihilating all the players of KLASIKO Rampage. And this is the thing that VVV Esports are really waiting right now. This is the Rampage coming in from Crims too. But Mac, look at that, the great wall of Mac together with Gio with 13 frags, HXS with 14. But more points are now coming in from VVV Esports. This is return of the combat coming in from VVV, but KLASIKO Rampage, they're stuck in 129 as well. They really need more points too. 20 more points coming in from KLASIKO Rampage. They're gonna win this for sure. And it's really up to VVV Esports and how will they catch up too. But KLASIKO Rampage, it's really hard for VVV to win this for sure, AJ.
Oh, but they are. I mean, what a comeback in here by Triple V. KLASIKO is standing at the 136 mark. Come on, Malaysia. Don't let me down now. I mean, we called it, and the way the Mustachio called it, it was Triple V was gonna win this from the get-go, right? And we see KLASIKO coming back in here, telling Mustachio, shut up, sit down, bro. You don't know anything. We're gonna win this. And they go in here, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls. 7 more. Yeah, just 7 more. And they get to wrap it up, buddy. But I don't think they're gonna be able to do it though. I mean, when they came in here, KLASIKO Rampage, they looked like they were so solid. But what is going on? 107, 108, and it looks like Crims is gonna be going in there. And KLASIKO Rampage comes back. It is gonna be the cluster strike time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Are we gonna be able to see Triple V come back in here? But no, KLASIKO gets it done, and what a beautiful victory it is for Malaysia. Game number 1 taken away in such amazing fashion. What in the world just happened?
We won, AJ. We can say that. But look at that. I mean, okay.
It was solid, man. I mean, okay, wait. First of all, KLASIKO went in there and they did amazing, right? But Triple V Esports, what's up with them though, Will? I mean, they didn't look like they were in this match at all.
I mean, for VV Esports, they're really stuck in one point.
In game number 1. And just like you were saying, right, Will, at one point they kind of seemed stuck at the early stages of the match, but towards the end, though, they really started picking up pace. And KLASIKO was, I'm not so sure what happened to them at the start of game number 1, but game number 1, towards the very end, we kind of saw them come back into their usual shadows, right? But this time, Zarif on the sniper though, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I do fear for Triple V, but he is one of 2. MIB and Zarif, the only 2 players in here. 4 on 2, Will. It's so early. KLASIKO is down.
Yeah, indeed. This is really fast for KLASIKO Rampage right here. And 1 point coming in for VVV Esports, ladies and gentlemen. This is really fast. But the problem is, this is the thing that we've been seeing from the past games, game 1 and game 2. Yes, the one who's in the upper hand will get 2 points, 3 points, and the one who is the underdog will get that comeback. But that dirty kill there coming in from HXS, taking MIB down.
Oh, I mean, a good play in there. Nick Flip goes in for Andy as well. It's a 5 on 2 right now with Zarif as well as Sia in there. Zarif is going to be the final player, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What can a sniper do against 4 players? Well, he can pull off a miracle or he can get taken down. Here comes 2 more players and Zarif with the first phenomenal takedown. Mac right there in front of him and he goes in. Is Zarif going to be able to get the backstab? He does get the backstab and he goes in for his 3rd piece, but he manages to get away. The bomb in his hands right now. Zarif needs to push. 1 player player coming in for the chase right there behind him. I wonder if Zarif is going to turn around and shoot him right square in the middle of his forehead, or is he going to go in and attempt the plant right now? Because this is a situation where we can see Zarif, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as one of the leaders of the pack. A 2-on-1 situation, sniper gameplay, 4-on-1. Don't forget, he took down 2 already. Will 2 more to go.
Which is this is the shot. He is the shot caller of this team right now. But the problem is the bomb is nowhere to be found right now. He needs to pick up the bomb already. But the problem is Jin is right there as well. Kills one, trying to go with the second one though. But I think Zarif will be in a very tight situation right here. Let's see what's gonna happen here. It's gonna be Crims for Zarif. He sees one, but Zarif with a clutch, taking down the players of VVV Esports. That the game is now 1-1. I really like the thing that Zarif did. Just checking he's being patient that game. He sees one and most likely not gonna push the other one because he needs to know where that player is. But the aim coming in from Zarif, boy, that is really something for him for sure. And that will give them a huge morale boost going here in this third round.
Solid gameplay in there by Zarif, man. I mean, going in, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, getting that 4-kill clutch. Absolute solid. That one is definitely going to make the highlight reel. No doubt about that whatsoever, right? Zarif comes back in here. Take 50 in hand. He is going to go in for a quick shot, but you've got the hit marker in there. No kills, though. Still a 4-on-4 as a quick trade goes in there right in front of us. 4-on-3 right now as KLASIKO loses yet another player.
There's now going to be a big reset coming in for all these teams right now. A minute left in the clock right now. There's going to be 4 versus 3 situation. KLASIKO Rampage needs to do something for them to get 1 kill here against VVV Esports. But now Crims checking this corner though, not seeing anyone at all but Zarif, the one who took that highlight reel on that last round. Can he do it again, AJ? But KLASIKO Rampage right now needs to be very cautious. 40 seconds left in the clock. It's up to Andy right now if he can plant this though. But the problem is VVV Esports are all around the corner, but Nick Flip there with a kill too. 4v2 now. Zarif, Andy is the only one remaining here. Comes there with a spray, won't get any though, but Andy here taking down Mac. 3 versus 2 now. 20 seconds left in the clock. It's really hard for you to plant this bomb because there's someone right there just waiting on that that side too, AJ.
No, yeah, man. I mean, he goes in for the brave plan because he didn't have a choice there. Zarif goes in for Crims, and it looks like they have evened up the odds. Nick Flip coming in for Triple V, and he gets eliminated. It's once again just Zarif, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Is he going to be able to get that capture though? Is he going to be able to get this clutch? And it is Zarif who gets taken down by Nick Flip, but a good one by Zarif, who made it a 1-on-1 before dropping it. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, unfortunately for KLASIKO, Triple V Esports will get the defusal.
I really like the thing that Zarif is really doing right now. Look at the kills coming in for KLASIKO Rampage. It's just Zarif with 7 frags in his pocket. I mean, he's the one who's doing the job here, but Gion here, Zarif taking down Gion with the wall bang, dude. But now this is the push now to 5 versus 2. Zarif on the loose. KLASIKO Rampage is on the loose too. The bomb has been planted already by Andy. So it's really up to HHS and Crims on how they defuse this though. But that is a dirty kill there coming in from HXS, taking down the key player of KLASIKO Rampage, which is Zarif. But he sees one. He sees the second one, which is Andy too. 3 versus 2 now. MIB says no to Crims. Let's see if this is going to be a very big clutch for him. But MIB with the follow through. But KLASIKO Rampage slowly and surely just keeping all the scores really intact. Keeping the scores really close too. 2-2.
I mean, for the time being, it still looks like KLASIKO could just pull off a victory here. Here goes HXS with those wall bangs, and he does get the takedown on Andy. What a play by HXS. I mean, back-to-back 2 rounds in here. This guy has been so impressive. He wants to step it up as well, right? Because he can't just let Zarif take all of that credit and as being the best sniper in this match. He goes in, and this time he takes down the king, Zarif himself. A 5-on-3 situation set up by the sniper for Triple V Esports.
But the problem here for KLASIKO Rampage is Zarif and Andy is the one who is really doing the job here for KLASIKO Rampage, which is the first one to get killed as well. But Crims are trying to go with a 2K, taking down Sia and Alpha as well, and that is really a good thing for VVV Esports. Slowly and surely, at least they're doing all the things that they can do, just taking down the players of KLASIKO Rampage as well. And this is really close. And the KLASIKO Rampage, it's up to you guys if you're gonna close this game again to 3-3. But VVV Esports needs to be very cautious too. And now the bomb's been planted already. Another retake, and now coming in for KLASIKO Rampage right now. They need to use all their utilities and all their skills too for you to get this points, to get this match super close again. But now Mac, look at that, with all those things, with all the utilities, Mac kills one and he is now down 4. But it's not yet over for all these players for sure. There's gonna be 5 versus 3. Mac sees one, he sees the end of the other gun, he sees one too, but that is the push coming in from MIB. But HXS and Crims stopping the players of KLASIKO Rampage right now. So this is going to be a 1v3 situation. Alpha sees the heads of VVV Esports right now. Very, very low in HP as well. And Alpha here checking this corner, but the bomb is going to be not going to be diffused though. Gion says no. 4-2 AJ. VVV Esports is on the roll with the lead as well. 2 more points for them and they're going to win this too.
Yeah, solid denial in there, man. I mean, the thing that set the whole, breakdown of KLASIKO Rampage in there was that first thermite that got thrown. I mean, the way Triple V Esports plays this, every single time they know there's going to be a confrontation, immediately the trophy system gets flicked out, right? But KLASIKO just didn't go in with the trophy gameplay, and that could have just, kind of changed things and pushed the positive or the advantage into Triple V's hands. And right now, it's a 2-piece in here by Jean coming in. Oh, but what a response, making it a 2-on-1 situation is going to be Andy, who's on the prowl looking for a frag. One player right there behind him. He is going to be surviving for the time being. Can he get HXS? But what? Will, how do you get a shot like that off with a sniper?
That is really dirty coming in for VV. Most likely we can say that experience or luck. But
he was
it's just
right
one
in
more
front
point
of
for
him.
VVV. Indeed.
Yeah, man. I mean, solid gameplay in here for Triple V, and they are looking like they're all set to take 1 point back. Sia in there who takes HSX down. It's going to be a 5-on-4 right now with Mac going in for the plant. It looks like it's going to still be an advantage for Triple V, although they are 1 man down. And what an interesting gameplay. They're going in for a flank. Are they letting the bomb go?
Most likely, but Gion there with a spray down. Sees one Crims together with all these teams trying to take down KLASIKO Rampage right now. So this is gonna be a 2v2 situation right now, ladies and gentlemen. But the thing is, it's just a VVV Esports and KLASIKO Rampage is really doing the job here. But it's just a VVV winning this game 6-2. This kind of fast though compared to what we saw a while ago. But the problem is game number 3 is domination. We can say that KLASIKO Rampage can get that. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know, right? Because let's take a quick recap on that final round. Will, you still sticking with your pick, KLASIKO?
Yeah, I'm still sticking with my pick. I was just like the thing that I'm telling you. I mean, I really want to pick the underdogs of all of these days. So hopefully, and then because
Will, the match is about to kick off, buddy. We are gonna be seeing if or not your prediction will be coming through. KLASIKO Rampage takes on Triple V Esports, the Triple V Esports who have put away so many squads thus far in the first 3 days. And can the Malaysians go in here and pull it away from the Filipinos? Will, bring us in here, buddy.
Yeah, that's going to be a big question for sure. But look at that, Crims with a 2K now, but Mac together with all the players of Team VVV doing their best to take down the players of KLASIKO Rampage right now and getting that point B as well. So let's see if KLASIKO Rampage will most likely do a sneaky
a triple
move
cap,
for them
I
to
think.
get A and B.
Yeah, because clearing Adria, it's just a right there. It's staring at Triple V Esports, right? They can and they get that triple cap, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, but not for long though, because Classical Rampage takes Barracks Hut back, and they need to go in for the most difficult point, and it is definitely mid lane. MIB going in here, 2 players right there in front of him. He steals a quick kill, drops back out, but this is not where the fight is. Bravo has been picked up by Triple V Esports, and MIB needs to go in there and focus not just on the kills. But then again though, Will, the kills do make a big difference because the end game score streaks gameplay will be a game changer.
Yeah, indeed. So look at that. That is a triple points coming in from VVV Esports, getting all the point A, point B, point C. Crims using everything that he got for them to annihilate the players of Classico Rampage right now. But the problem with Classico is just really stuck in the 16 points, trying to get that point A2, trying to get, look at that crazy, dirty wall bang coming in from Crims and HXS though. 49 points now for VVV Esports, ladies and gentlemen. Classical Rampage needs to think, needs to step up, needs to regain their composure just to take down VVV Esports, but it's really hard for you to do that. 20 points more for VVV Esports, and they're gonna get this first half of this game, but that is the rush coming in from Alfari though, with all the kills coming in from him though, together with Sarif too. So look at that, trying to get that point C, trying to get that point B too, but point A, ladies and gentlemen, that is the vital point that you need to get. 30 points coming in for Classical Rampage, but Alfari Andy doing the job here for Classical Rampage, ladies and gentlemen. But VVV Esports really needs to get point A2 for them to win this game. So this is gonna be a comeback for Classical Rampage, let's say.
Well, for a while there, Classico had a full-on lockdown, and they will go in and attempt Barracks Hut yet again. Can we see Classico get the full 3 cap in here? And yes, they do! A triple cap by the Malaysians, and they look to make a comeback in here. Triple V Esports already with the lead, 66-52, but Classico will come back to catch up. Alfari with a beautiful KRM takedown, and he will get traded out immediately. It's the cluster strike as well as the XS1 all prepped up and ready for Nick Flip. I wonder when they will start popping it off though. I think a second half for sure.
The problem here for score streak though, I mean, look at that, point A and point C is being captured already by VV Esports, and this is going to be huge for Classical Rampage. Might as well just keep the points really near for them for the second half. For 75 between the 68 is really good. It's really that near. So at least they're not that ahead.
They're not that far away, man.
For VV Esports, yeah.
Between them, right? Yeah, just 7 points in between them. It's not going to. Yeah, it's not going to discourage Classico at all. Classico knows that they can come back in here. They move in towards Barracks Hut immediately, but look at Triple V with a double cap immediately, right? Bravo and Charlie captured. But Crims, let me tell you this, Crims, and I'm going to make this announcement out to the whole world right now. The Mustachio is going to set up a tournament where I bring Crims as well as Idra, and they're only allowed to use choppers, and they're only allowed to kill each other with wall bangs, because these guys are crazy with those wall bangs, man.
Indeed, that is really true now. But look at that, it is VVV Esports trying to get that point B though. But the problem is Classical Rampage is right there as well. But Nick Flip with the kill onto Alfari, but Sila here is right there from behind as well. But more nades are now coming in from Classical Rampage, ladies and gentlemen, trying to get that point B still. But Andy, look at that, trying to get the 2 players. He sees 1, he sees 2 heads. But the problem is MIB just denying the possible 2K of Nick Flip right here. But Gion from the side sees 1, 89 to 81 right now for all of these teams, ladies and gentlemen. Gion doing the job here with a total kill of 12.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Will, but then your pick is gonna lose right now, man. Because, I mean, look at Triple V, right? Each and every single player, they've raked up their score streaks like crazy. Multiple cluster strikes, XS1 Goliaths, retolls already. It's just that Triple V is not pulling it out of their arsenal just yet. They just want to see if they can get as much done as possible without bringing in the craziness, right? Well, we will
Yeah,
go
that's
back
true.
in here. Alfari, KRM still pushing in, but it is KLASIKO Rampage who is attempting the triple cap, but Bravo will be held back 94 to 103. I don't know. Will KLASIKO make me eat my words because the Weedle right now comes out but doesn't live for long. Buddy, I don't know what's happening right now, but the Malaysians have just got up and they will take the lead as well, Will.
You need to live by your name, AJ. KLASIKO Rampage is really on a rampage right now, but look at that. It's just Rampage is really doing a job here. 110 versus 105. See ya there with that VTOL annihilating the players of VVV. What upper hands? We are the underdogs. We're gonna kill you guys. 116 to 108, trying to get point A already, and that is a retaliation coming in from VVV. More vetols are now coming up for all these teams right now, and KLASIKO Rampage with 123 points, doing all the triple cap as well. Andy really tried so hard for them to annihilate all of these players of Team VVV though. But again, the retaliation from Nick Flip though, is this enough? Trying to kill all the score streaks coming in from KLASIKO Rampage though. But the problem is, for KLASIKO, they need 15 points more for them to win this game, AJ. It's too close again.
Oh, it's so close, KLASIKO looks like they can just do this. I mean, just a moment ago, Triple V looked like they were so close. But right now, KLASIKO with MIB's VTOL right now. And the VTOLs are just getting snuffed out of the goddamn sky so freaking fast. KLASIKO Rampage right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Still with the 2 points in here. You've got the mid lane. You've got clearing area, both captured. And KLASIKO Rampage will go on to beat Triple V Esports. What in the world did we just witness, Will?
Match number 1, the underdogs have just won. Match number 3, here we go. It's just, I have no words for all these teams, man. Legit. I mean, no words at all.
Well played game. It was such a,